Hi, how are you? My name is Kate. Welcome to my channel. And today I will be sharing to you an audible of book that I've listened to a couple of times. It's Emily Henry's Book Lovers. Mhm. This has been getting a lot of hype both on TikTok and YouTube, so I've listened to it. This is an 11 hours, 23 minutes long, narrated by Julia Whelan. It was published May of last year. The trope is small town romance, and the main characters were Charlie, Nora, and Libby. Before we begin with the book review and summary, just to let you know, there are a little bit of spoilers because I can't help it. I love spoilers. So the summary is that there is a prologue. I think it would be better if I give you the character's job first. So Nora is an author's agent, while Charlie is a book editor. Their prologue is their first meeting together in a restaurant about the new book of Nora's agent. However, she got dumped on the way to the restaurant by her ex-boyfriend, and so she was late. When she arrived in the restaurant, Charlie is already grumpy and rejected the book. After that, they had some email, and that's the end of prologue. 2 years later, the book that Charlie rejected became popular. And when Libby, the sister of Nora, is pregnant with her third baby, she got tired and she wanted to go in a small town vacation for 1 month. And that town is not just any ordinary town. That town is the setting of the book that Charlie rejected. On their way, Libby showed to Nora the bucket list that they should do for a month while they are on vacation on the small town, which is Sunshine in North Carolina. On their way to North Carolina, they spoke and reminisced everything and so on, which is good. When they arrived, because she's pregnant, Libby is tired, and Nora went to the town to buy food, but on observing the town, it was completely different from the setting of the book. It looked like a ghost town where everything is old and collecting dust and all. Until she went to this restaurant and she saw Charlie. And because she was shy and she thinks that Charlie is her nemesis, she emailed Charlie and said, "What do you think about Bigfoot erotica?" And so they start their conversation, but they did not still talk to each other because she was shy. Until one time when the sisters went to eat dinner in Papa Squash, she received a new novel or book from her agent. From her author, and she was so drawn to it because the character sounded like her. And so while she was reading and all, she went to the restroom, bumped into someone, and that someone happens to be Charlie. And so they had a small talk, and then they had a little bit of drinks. And while they are drinking, they actually she shared the book to Charlie, and Charlie actually liked the book. And then Charlie said, "I wanted to be an editor of this book." The thing is that Charlie rejected the author before, and now he wants to work with her. So they have to work together because Nora is the agent, Charlie is the editor, and the author is kind of scared of Charlie because of his reputation. Also, one time during that night, they were playing darts, and Nora pretended that she doesn't know how to play dart, and so that's how their game started. And then, when they're about to leave the restaurant, it rained. She said, "I'm leaving," but she doesn't have an umbrella, so Charlie shared to her umbrella, walk her home, and when they get home, because they're a little bit drunk, they kissed. And after they kiss passionately, they pretend that nothing happens. And because it's a small town, they keep bumping to each other, and their spark and chemistry is starting. And they even have the same perfume. They even stay on the rental home of Charlie unknowingly, and they can literally read each other. So that's basically how the romance started. But the thing is, both of them has an issue. Charlie is from the town, and right now he is in town because his father had a stroke and nobody is going to take care of their bookstore. So only Charlie does it, and that's why he has to leave New York as an editor and work remote as an editor, and at the same time register of the bookshop. Nora, on the other hand, her issue is that first, she is constantly being dumped by other guys. Her pregnant sister is exhausted with life and has too many expenses living in New York. Also, she thought that their marriage is like getting rougher and they are about to go divorced. On top of that, she has an issue of spending more time with men, such as sleeping with them at night, because she has also an issue with her mother being romantic and her childhood trauma. And they work on it, they had romance and everything, so everything is working well. The problem now is that they are about to finish the book, which means she is also about to leave town and Charlie will be left in there. And that's not only the problem. Another problem is that her sister collapsed and she didn't know that Libby is actually anemic and has a lot of issue. And then there's a plot twist with that. And so there's so much problem until Nora left the town and Libby stayed on the town. Nora was left alone in New York. Charlie is still taking care of the bookstore in small town. However, something happened and eventually Charlie went to the to the bookstore where Nora loved to go in New York. They talk, they share their passion for each other, their love and all. And then fast forward 6 months on the epilogue, they are now living together. Charlie got promoted to a bigger boss, and then Nora is promoted to editor, and everyone in the small town is happy. And that was the end summary without too much spoiler. Now let's go to the swoon part. I swoon when they had like displaying of darts, when they were eating spaghetti and wine, when they did their night swim, when they are in the study room, whenever like they are on the same room, they are not together but they can sense each other, they can reach each other. I also love when they build the cabin for the sisters to watch the no, not cabin, tent for the sisters to watch the stars, and how Charlie bought the sisters a play jacket. That's very, very sweet, and I swoon. Even with the confession of Charlie in the library in New York, I like that a lot. I also love how it's a little bit funny, especially when Charlie is doing the POV. It's so funny. I also love how the sisters taught me, well, this is a lesson learned, that you must always wear luxury underwear because it helps you feel good and it gives you confidence. Also, to always take care of your face because you cannot control time, but you control the effect on your face. I like that a lot. I also like how every issue or problem on the book it was addressed. It's also very relatable to every breadwinner and elder sister of the situations. There are times that I cried because the sister Nora is doing everything for Livy, but Livy in a way is not appreciating it, and in a way Livy does not want help. And it's also like she is alone in New York. Her parents is gone, technically her dad because they leave her when you're young. The sister that she had is moving to the small town. The man that she loves is in a small town, so he has nobody, which is like really sad, but it's very, very relatable and I like it a lot. I like the spark, the chemistry, the development, the swoon moments, and there was a little bit of spice, but it does not revolve around it. That's why I like it so much. It's a feel good, it's a very like so romantic and cheesy. What I didn't like in this book is the ending. It's a happy ending. Everything is solved. Everything is perfect. But it sounded like a cliffhanger. I didn't know if Charlie proposed to Nora. I didn't know what happened to the book that they made together. It's like, huh? That's it? It's the end? Something like that. But other than that, my rating for this book is 5. The story is so perfect. If you are mushy like me, you might also cry, especially if you're a book lover, a breadwinner, and the elder sister. And the spiciest one, because it's not like the other romance book that I read that, there's spice here and there. This one is like they don't have to do the spice for you to feel the spark, the swoon, and all. But overall, I highly recommend this one. And I think as soon as I get paid, I might buy books, more books of Emily Henry, because right now I'm into Lucy Score, Ali Hazelwood, Rina Kent, and now that I'm starting with Emily, I think that I'm gonna fall in love more with this girl. But I highly recommend book lovers. So if you have nothing to do and if you have some cash, highly recommended this one. It's worth the hype, it's worth your time, it's worth your money. This is beautiful. No dull moment. Just happy, squeezy feeling. Thank you very much for watching. Until next video, and bye-bye.